It used to have something on here printed and it's gone, like my morale. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. As you can read by the title, I am going to be doing an everyday makeup look for work. It is tailored to military because we have our own little regulations to follow, but as long as you're allowed to wear makeup to work, this should be pretty much acceptable to any work center. Another disclaimer, although it says military, so it's kind of broad, I am more following Air Force regulations. As you could tell, I am in the Air Force, I'm not in the Army, I'm not in the Marines, I'm not in the Navy, I'm not in the Coast Guard. So if at any point I am doing something that is against your regulation, please keep that in mind, that I am in the Air Force following my regulations. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I literally do not wear makeup to work like 90% of the time because I much rather would sleep, or I'm just too lazy. The most I would do on a day-to-day basis is just put concealer a little bit over my acne, any like active acne that I have, red spots, whatever. I'll do that, and that's about as far as it goes. I don't want to ramble too much, but if you want to know how I achieved this look, go ahead and keep watching. The first thing I do is wash my face, obviously with my oil-free acne wash from Neutrogena, the grapefruit one. If you watched my last video, you know that is my favorite face wash. And then I moisturize my face. I either use the Origins Intensive Drink Up. This is an overnight mask, but if you watched my last video, you know that my skin is extremely dry during the winter, so I use that as just a regular moisturizer, or I'll use the Up and Up, which is like the Target, like off-brand, of the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. And then I prep my lips with some Carmex. And then usually for work, I don't really put any primer on my skin. I just go straight into foundation. And as always, my foundation is way too dark for me. Don't worry, I have good news. I have one that's supposed to be in my color coming in soon. But for now, we are gonna be using this super dark foundation. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. I actually bought this foundation a while ago, but I didn't really like it back then for whatever reason, but now I'm really loving it. And then I bring it down obviously to my neck and blend it out a little bit because it wouldn't be cute if I didn't. Now on days when I really don't feel like doing much, this is all I do. And I just call it a day. But like I said, if I am wearing makeup today, it's because I want that extra oomph in my life. So I go all out. So the next step is to apply some pressed powder all over my face, because this foundation, I love it, but I couldn't like really wear it without a pressed powder because it would make my skin look really oily really fast for whatever reason. But the powder minimizes that. Next, I go in with some concealer to conceal all the stress that work causes me, you know? I'm just checking myself out in the mirror to make sure I don't look gray. And the reason why I love wearing this particular concealer is because this shade looks very natural. It's not too light, it's not too like super pigmented to where it looks, you know, like if you just got your makeup done professionally, or if you're wearing it to go out to the club or whatever, when you just beat your face. It's more subtle, so it looks a lot more natural and perfect for work. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set that with some Bare Mineral powder. I don't really like bake. I never got the concept, so I gave up on that. So I just really just kind of press the powder down on it. Alright, next we're gonna go ahead and contour. I've been into cream contouring lately. I just started probably like a week ago. I used to be totally against it, only because I didn't know how to do it, but I'm kind of slowly learning, and I must say it looks really good. But for work, I don't need anything that serious, so I just go in with some powder. This is the Anastasia Contour Kit in Tan to Deep, and I usually mix this color and a little bit of this color. I usually don't go super deep with my contour, but enough to realize that shorty has some cheekbones there. And then I bring it a little bit on my forehead, whatever's left over. And then, you know, if you contour your nose, you could go ahead and do that. Like I said, I just do whatever is like left over on the brush. Some light. And then we're gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I use the Ulta Beauty Peach Pop 6-piece blush palette. And then what color? I kind of use all 6 colors besides these 2 middle ones because that's a little bit too pink and that's a little too light. But I usually lately I've been like this one and then a little bit of this one, and then I just kind of pop that on. And then next is highlight. Yes, you best believe I highlight even in uniform because I am the sunshine to these people's days, so I gotta just brighten up their day. Just kidding, I'm pretty sure people at work hate me. Kind of blend it out. I just stabbed myself in the eye. Great. A little on the nose, a little on the bridge, a little on the forehead, a little bit on my chin. You know. It's a little nice glow. Fan it out. And there you go. What is next? My eyebrows. I really want to know. Okay, so I have this habit of if I don't have a toothbrush to like slick down my baby hairs, I'll just go ahead with this and put them where they need to be. But then the issue with that is that I get like all types of hair in here. And then I use an eyebrow pen gel thing, this, but it's like all gone. So I've been having to use eyeshadow, and I haven't quite figured out which eyeshadow looks good to do eyebrows. So it's a test in progress. I used this one last time, but it was a little bit too like reddish brown, and then I feel like this is gonna be way too dark. But maybe we'll try this one, which I feel like is more red than that one. You know what, whatever, y'all are just gonna have to deal with my eyebrows today, however they come out. Maybe this corner one, I don't know, maybe if I mix all of them. Oh, that is way too red. We're just gonna go over that. This is usually my good eyebrow that knows how to act and behave. This one be doing its own thing, but you know, it is what it is. They cousins, not sisters, so I can't complain. I'm gonna go in with another angle brush. Yo, this angle brush has been through like hell and back. I don't know if you could see, but it's a hot mess. But I don't even know where I got this or what brand this is. And it's the best one that I have ever found to clean up my eyebrows, so I just don't get rid of it. And then I kind of just brush it in. I don't apply any more concealer to it, but whatever's on it, I kind of just brush it in. And that's kind of how I fan out the middle part. Now here is where it kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. So I usually don't wear eyeshadow, but if I do, I'll go into the same contour kit, and then I'll pick either brown or I'll mix them up both. I'm gonna go ahead with the lighter one, and then just a little bit in my crease to kind of just divide it up and give it some shape. I guess we're done with eyeshadow. And then this is another step that really depends how I'm feeling that day. If I do eyeliner or not, just depends on if I feel like wearing it that day that I'm doing my makeup. If I do any eyeliner, I go in and I do a very thin line. I don't really wing it or anything. I just stop it at the end. Alright, and that is it. Then I go ahead and do the same thing on the next eye. And then per usual, one comes out thicker than the other one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that. And that's about as good as it's gonna get because I really don't have time in the morning to sit here and argue with my eyeliner. Next, we move on to mascara. Now, I always put on mascara. Now, usually for my lips, I'm just a Carmex girl, and I use this as my lip gloss, and we call that a day. But if I'm feeling fancy, I'll go ahead and throw on a lip gloss that has like a light color to it. Nothing too crazy. I'm not a fan of lipstick in uniform, but like I said, it's not against the regs. So if you want to do that, go ahead, girl. Just make sure it's nothing too crazy. And this is actually, I've had this for so long. And that's really much all I do for my everyday natural work makeup that I don't wear every day. It's really like once in a blue moon. I think I probably do my makeup for work maybe like 3 times max, 2 or 3 times max per month. But it's honestly just because I'd rather sleep and I'm lazy. Otherwise, I probably would do it every day, but nah. I will say that if you are a female that wants to wear makeup to work every single day, do you, boo. I know there's people out there that are gonna try to judge you for the fact that you want to be pretty in uniform, you know, you want to feel feminine in uniform, and or if you like makeup and that's how you express yourself, whatever. Like, say bye to the haters. Like, as long as you're in regulations, that's really all that matters. Although you are wearing this uniform, you are still your own individual person, so express yourself how you want to a certain extent. Just make sure you are in regulations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos.